I debated whether or not to come back on this Christmas Eve, and I decided with how much volatility there's clearly going to be going into Christmas, that it's in our best interest to at least talk this out a little bit. We talked earlier, and I made the title pretty simple for everybody to understand this evening, which we'll get into in a minute. But I wanted to come on now until probably close to 8 o'clock. I'm going to go to church at 10 o'clock, but I want to leave here about 9:30 and walk up there. I like their Christmas Eve Mass and then the Christmas Day Mass. I just like, I like the vibe. So I walk up there and do what I do. So anybody who's tuning in right now, thank you so much for spending some of your Christmas Eve with me. I know, I know a lot of people are going to be out and about. I'm not exactly sure how many people are going to be with us this evening, but I'm blessed if it's 10 of us, 15 of us, 5 of us, 1 of us, 100 of us. It makes no difference to me as long as we have a group of us together. If you could do me a favor and hit that like button and share this, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. In fact, because I didn't get a alert on either my phone, my tablet, or the tablet that I use that's on Julie's account, I'm going to, in fact, send an alert because I didn't receive one. So I think it would give better chance for anybody who wants to see it, so to say. Give them a better chance of seeing this. So let me just do the intro while I'm doing this, just so it doesn't seem like I'm wasting time. Good evening. 6:58 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Wednesday, December 24th, 2025. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of again. What a Christmas Eve indeed. Merry Christmas Eve. I thank everybody for tuning in. We're gonna get to the business here. But let me say hi to a couple of you that have wished a Merry Christmas. Dan Marginal, Bearded Viking, welcome in and thanks for being in Times over 3+ months with the XRP Meteor. Bearded Viking, I did notice a message from you. Once I get a chance to actually look and do what I got to do with it, I will definitely respond and I'll definitely share it as well. I really thank you for that, Bearded Viking, and give Mighty Marcus our good vibes, our prayers, our love. Jay from X, good evening. Not financial advice. Merry Christmas to you as well, along with the others. Dan Marginal and Bearded Viking, who said it as well. Crazy Paul and Mix Shoot, thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Merry Christmas to both of you as well. Poppy Lou, Crypto Cooter, thanks for being in Tom's Army for 6+ months with the XRP Predictor. I greatly appreciate that. And Crypto Cooter, thanks for being a very trusted mod in here in the Telegram. Mr. and Mrs. Stott, thanks for being in Tom's Army 3+ months with the XRP Meteor, along with MQT and Bright Freedom Future. MQT, thanks for being very, very trusted mod in here in the Telegram. Merry Christmas to you as well. And Mr. and Mrs. Stott, Merry Christmas Eve to both of you. And thank you so much for being a very, very valuable part of this community that we've gotten to know a lot better in 2025. It's been a blessing this year. Excellent, Crypto Kudo. You got the alert. I'm always curious if you get the alert or if you get the one that I send out after, what the difference in the ratio is. Hood Class, welcome in. Creamy Goodness, good evening. Wish I could send you a Christmas song from OG South Park. Oh, God. Oh, I'm just thinking of the songs now. I just like yesterday, I could go back to the old day of South Park. These new ones are just, I mean, it gets a little old, but it's a little funny, though, with the way they make JD Vance. That's the one part I think is really funny. Okay, boss, would you like me to put the lube up? Okay, well, let's not get into that. Boss, would you like me to lube up Satan? Not now, JD. Alright, let's get back on track before everybody leaves. Hood Class, welcome in, and JMP, thanks for tuning in. Knick-Knack, Paddywhack, happy holidays to you as well, my friend. Zalim, welcome. Good evening. Love you back, my friend. Love you back. I appreciate that. Says we love you. Thank you. You are welcome, my friend. Love you back. I love all of you. Zalim, Merry Christmas to you as well. Mick Shoot, Mark Casson, thanks for being in Towns Iron for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Sorry, the whole. It's too funny. Marco Tremblay, welcome and thanks for being in Towns Iron for over 6 months with the XRB Predictor. Purple Arc Plasma, Merry Christmas to you as well as Josh Jolly, Merry Christmas to both of you. Matthew Remley, good evening, and says everyone hope there's Christmas rally. Christmas has my account looking low. Well, Merry Christmas to all. Well, we're hoping to break that trend this Christmas. We're hoping for a Christmas miracle, right? Come on, Wave 4, you're all we have hope left on here. The last couple of Christmases have been Christmas shit. The good news about those ones was we were going parabolic heading into the Christmas week. Just happened to be my birthday was the big lay of the egg at the end of it. Last year, December 17th, at the end of my birthday, before the clock struck 12, is when we finally started to break down. Yeah, it's true story. I brought in the bearishness. So, at least my birthday this year, it survived for a week. Survived is the right word, too. Fresh, welcome in. And thanks for tuning in. Merry Christmas to you. Maple Man, good evening. And thanks for being in town for 3+ months with the XP Meteor. And Merry Christmas to you. Alpha, Merry Christmas to you and the family. Appreciate it. Silver Days, Merry Christmas. I will definitely relay the message to Julie from all of you. My son's taking a little nap right now, which means I'm going to be up all night on Christmas Eve and the Christmas Day, which is kind of nice, actually. I'm going to embrace it. John Patak, welcome in, and thanks for being in Tom's Armor for over 2 years with the XRP 589 Moon Badge. Merry Christmas as well. Mrs. Stop blessing not only me, but more importantly, the community. The community with 5 gifted subs on this Christmas Eve. What a spectacular show of support. Ahmed, Tommy Roos, Lost Boys Production, Jack Tatman, and Can't Get Right. Congratulations on getting those gifted subs from Mrs. Stott, all in their first month with the emoji badges of me being abducted by aliens. They all now have my face superimposed on that emoji badge as I'm being abducted. Tango, good evening, and thanks for being in town during 6+ months with XP Predictor. Happy holidays to you as well, my good friend. Aurelie, Merry Christmas to you, love. One day we will get you a gifted sub, even if it's not this Christmas season, apparently. Appreciate you being in here. So glad to get to know you this year. Michael Shields, good evening, and thanks for being in town during 3+ months with the XP Meteor. Vado Damas, thanks for being in town during for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. And it's awesome that Tommy's in here. Tommy, congratulations and Merry Christmas to you, friend. Now that I scared about 15% of the audience saying hello to everybody, now we're ready to get to the business, because if you're still here, you deserve the info. The only other thing would be, when you come in here, new, watching this later, watching this 7 months from now when YouTube tells you I put this up, to remember the 4 keys to success. Not just in here, but the 4 pillars of success. We can put this as our motto going into 2026. And I really believe it's a strong motto. It's a strong motto. Faith, compassion, integrity, love. If every one of us encompass that as our main characteristics, oh, it would be a beautiful, beautiful world. Right now, XRP, it's pretty much, it hasn't done anything. Since I left earlier, it was at about $1.84, I believe it was. $1.80, low end of $1.85, high end of $1.84 when we logged off. We're basically at the high end of $1.85, low end of $1.86, same exact spot. The only thing that's changed, however, that could give us a little bit of a happy feel. I'm not talking about a rub and tug. Well, I guess that's a happy feel too for some. I'm not gonna bash. I'm not gonna tell you what to do on your private time. Nice inverse head and shoulders, and it looks like we put in a double bottom. Oh, it looks like we put in a double bottom at 86,400. That would be spectacular. Oh, that would be spectacular. This would validate this move up. Now we still have to get past 88,421, but I'll deal with that when we get there. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I'm so blind close without my glasses. I can, the one thing that's weird is up close I can kind of see. I mean, I can up close. But anywhere beyond about 2 feet, not even 2 inches. Plus, I only have one eye, so it doesn't really work in my favor. So I got to make sure that one eye's at least, well, I mean, I have 2 eyes. I can only see out of one of them. The one's just kind of there for show, so I don't have to wear a fake eye. Just, you know what I equate it to? The government. They're all show. My eyes all show on the left side. Looks good. Doesn't really wander on its own. Kind of looks like it's there for a reason. But when I close my right eye, it's like, oh, please, open me back up so we can see something. Otherwise, it's just one big blur. Then I thank God that he gave me one eye. See how that works? Let's see. Miss MQT, I started a new med today. I'm scared. Hope it actually works. It does good. Oh boy. We pray for your guidance and your body's positive reactions to this, because medication, I am not a big fan of medication, but you know, sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. So I hope it so far no issues. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Let me I'm gonna I keep forgetting to do this. And Julie would get pissed at me if I didn't charge my phone. Especially because I gotta walk up there in the dark. No, the only thing that kind of sucks is when I go into church, I'm gonna have a tactical knife, but nobody needs to know that. I mean, safety. I'm not walking in the dark with no protection. I don't care where I'm at. Church or not. You never know. Never know when I'm going to pull it out. Anyhow, let's get past this so my live doesn't get taken down again today. After all, I do thank whoever got it taken down of this, the crew of people, because now I got to use that same image for today's live as I keep preaching the same point for the third straight live. So, XRP, can we make this push? Do we have testicular fortitude? I think we do. I think we do. I think in a time like this, we have some fortitude here. Some people will say, well, Tom, what if I make a trade with Bitcoin? Well, I'm not going to tell you to make a trade, but if you do, you got a very easy way of looking at this. You can legitimately play it until 86,350 roughly busts. 300 if you want to give yourself a little more room, maybe 200, but you really don't. If this comes back down, I don't care if this extends down. You really think you would invalidate it if you broke this, what looks like a double bottom with those wick pull-ups that kind of validate it. Why is this important? If Bitcoin's starting a rally here for the next few days as the options expire on Friday, so we don't know, maybe this would be a 48-hour play while the markets are closed during Christmas, but we have the largest expiry of options. Here, let's just do it this way so you guys don't think I'm some kind of jackass lying to you, because that's usually what happens with most, unless you know me.
This Friday, December 26, 2025, marks the largest options expiration in Bitcoin's history. Approximately $23 billion to $30 billion in notional.
Listen, and if I've never taught you anything, what's the max pain point here? What's the max pain point on 23 to $30 billion of liquidation, fellas and ladies and fellas and gentlemen and men and gals and guys and girls and I guess if you're studs and whatever the hell we call ourselves these days. What's the other one so that they don't feel bad? I can't think of it. I'm too far out of the loop. And by God, MQT, you just discovered by having more success with cayenne pepper. Remember, every medication that we have is a compound. It's a genetically modified chemical compound to mimic the actual compound found in the herb on the planet. So then they make a chemical compound to mimic it when you could just go to the herbs. See, that's where they screwed us over. Hi, Big Pharma. I know you're out there. So yeah. So what do we think about that? About the max pain point?
For the major options expiry this Friday, December 26, 2025, the market is currently caught between two massive liquidity walls. Here is the specific data on the price points and the liquidation amounts,
That's where it has to
being
be.
wiped out, that traders are watching.
It's right there,
1.
96.
The options expiry price points. As of today, Bitcoin is trading around $87,000. The options market is pulling the price in two directions. Max pain price, $96,000. This is the price at which the greatest number of options, both calls and puts, expire worthless. Market makers profit most if Bitcoin moves toward this level by Friday morning. The call
Come on now, come on.
$100,000 plus.
If you understand TA,
There is a
what's going
massive
on?
concentration of call options at $100,000. If Bitcoin rallies toward 94K-95K, it could trigger a gamma squeeze, as dealers are forced to buy BTC to hedge, potentially catapulting the price toward $100,000. 2. The liquidation death zones. Liquidation occurs when leveraged traders, using 10x, 50x, or 100x, are force closed by exchanges. Data from CoinGlass and Binance Square highlights two max liquidation levels. Direction, price trigger, estimated liquidation amount, short liquidation, upside, $90,000 plus, tilde $481 million, long liquidation, downside, 87,000 minus, 86,500, tilde.
Where did we just come back and tap here for how many days? You didn't think they were just going to go get long liquidation without taking those cocksuckers out too, without them even expecting it. Look, they already came out and took these assholes out right now, and it hasn't even hit Friday. Think about it. They just told you the maximum pain. And look what, 87 to 86.5 would be 514 million. You can't make that shit up. You can't make that up. We came down to 86,400. What was max pain? Yeah, I'm telling you guys, this is all a game. Seriously. Seriously. They took out the long liquidation already between 87 and 86.5. Think about that. Why else would they do that before they went up? They don't want anybody making money in leverage. It's that simple. Whew. Massive longs wiped out at 86.5. And think about it. Where did we go to? 86.3 today. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Doesn't that make anybody just like, this is fucking rigged? But if we understand the rig, we're going to be okay. Unlike sports betting, we actually are on the in with technicals. I always pity the one who makes fun of me when they say, oh, your technicals don't mean anything. Actually, it is. That's what gives us the ticket to the club. We might not have been invited to the club, but because of the foregone information and what we understand in the charts, and because we understand what options expiring means, we understand quantitative easing, we understand rate cuts, and we understand all this stuff when they put money into all this crap when they print through the treasury, and we just understand this stuff. We may not have got an invite, but by God, we're gonna be like the freaking plankton on the side of a big fish that eats off all the shit. That's gonna be us. We're gonna take the scraps, but they're big scraps, man. These are billion and trillionaires. We're cent heirs, remember. We're basically cent heirs. With a little bit of added liquidity if we paid our houses off and stuff like that, or have a little gold and silver or whatever. But I don't mind being the plankton. Is that what they call the plankton? Am I saying it right? Or am I misrepresenting what I'm saying? Is the plankton what eats on the side of like a whale or something to eat off all the barnacles and whatever the hell is on them? Can anybody confirm or deny if I'm just making something up in my head, which does happen? And I'm having this drink right now with all of you. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Cosmopolitan or something, Julie said she wanted. Well, I asked her. Nobody knows? I don't mind being a leech. Oh, that's what the whale eats. Ah. Okay, definitely not plankton. Well, the leech, that's fine. We can be the leech. We can be the leeches. But does it make sense, though? Ooh, the suckerfish. Who said that? Two of you said that. I think that is what it is. The suckerfish. Thank you, Daniel, and thank you, Bear Yoga. Bear Yoga, thanks for being in town for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Cannabis Podcast, thanks for being in town 6+ months. And Daniel, thanks for being in town for 6+ months as well with the XP Predictor. Merry Christmas to all of you as well. Thank you so much, Cannabis Podcast. Merry Christmas. But yeah, does that make sense though? We can be on the in. We can be on the in. And you notice when everybody thinks it's going up, I say it's going down. When everybody says it's going down, I say it's going up. Some people think I'm just a dick. It's not that. I promise you I'm not showing the contrarian view. It's just, remember, the masses are always going to pick wrong. And I always tell you this. I always feel like an asshole for a couple days out here on the island. Good thing MQT was with me so I could bury him with me. No pun intended, MQ. You're actually getting buried with me. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I should lay off on this little cosmopolitan, huh? Remorse is the cleaning fish. Ooh, learned a lot tonight. I'm on Tom's Island. See? Some people are on Tom's Island. Some people. And then it's like, some of you can relate to this. MQ, Crypto Cooter, Mr. Stott, Bright Future, Canvas Pod, a lot of you in here. Bear you, a lot of you that are in here, Bearded Viking, you can understand this now. How painful is it when you try to tell somebody that, hey, I understand that we're in a downtrend and I understand that this is what's happening, but can you at least open your mind up and your hearts up to the opportunity here that sometimes you've exhausted yourself and there is that bigger potential to go up in a micro moment than go down, even if we're trained to think that it's impossible because we're in a downtrend. This is one of those moments. Just based on the technicals, is there anything about this that looks bearish on the micro? Hell no. Now, if it goes bearish, it's just, well, we'll just say it's manipulation and we'll call it a day. Just kidding. We won't do that. But we could. That's what everybody else does. It's manipulated, goddammit. Oh, well, if you consider manipulation just the chart working the way it's supposed to, well, good manipulation on you. But most people, it's manipulated when they lose money, but when they make money, they're just a genius. The market's going up. I knew it. What a great market. It's so predictable. When it goes down, the market, how can anybody predict it? Of course I lost money. It's manipulated. And I hear the same thing every day. It almost makes me laugh. Yeah, it just makes me laugh. It's like I walked up to CVS today and I told Julie, because I like to just look at stuff last minute. Usually get some good deals. I got some good deals today. And I'm standing at the register because I didn't want to use the U-scan. Like if I go in, I'm not using the U-scan. If I'm coming in there and you're working, I'm going to give you a work. Otherwise, you're going to be obsolete. So I'm going to go up to the register. I'm going to make you scan my items so that you don't have to walk around a stupid U-scan. Anyhow, this lady in front of me goes, "You're open on Christmas Eve?" Well, I mean, clearly we're standing in here, so that's a yes. "What time do you leave?" "Hopefully you'll be out soon." "I'll be out at 10 when the store closes." "That late? Is it open on Christmas Day?" "Well, I'm not going to be here tomorrow." She's like, "I can't believe the store's open on Christmas Eve and they would make you work." Well, ma'am, no offense, but it's because of people like you and me that this store is... Well, I was only there because the store is open. I didn't really need to be there at all. Maybe she didn't either, but it's the fact that we're there is why the store is open. So it's like, yes, I know you're so shocked that the store is open, but you're here shopping on Christmas Eve, so, I mean, here's your sign, ma'am. Seemed like a nice lady, but very oblivious to what was going on. Well, oblivious for sure. She was on her phone and almost walked right through me when we first started going around the corner. And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's my fault. It's my fault. I got 3 strikes against me. I'm white. I'm a man. And I'm white in this day and age. That's 2 strikes automatically for being white." Anyhow, the W reversal here. I think it's starting. I really think it's starting. I think there's a huge opportunity here. Gosh darn it. I wish that I could just be like, "Listen, damn it. I guarantee this is what's going to happen," but I can't. I can say with great uncertainty that this is what's. I'm not a financial advisor. Now, a good sign, Linnea. Yes, our friend Linnea finally made us a little bit of a move. Our good friend Linnea had about an 8% move. We ended the live, and it was at, I remember I was looking at it. Remember I bought the little bit more at 638 or whatever it was to see the differential in price. Then it went up 7-8%. Nice. And it was doing it great on Kraken. I rewound a little bit. I always use the human check routers. Me too. I have to. I used to not. But now I thought about it. If they want to take over with robots, they're going to have to go through me at the checkout lane. But the robot would want me going through the U-scan. Remember that. Those robots want to make it as easy as possible. Man, our salvation's coming in. It sucks. Because we were warned about it. We were warned about it. Bearable guy? Is this the bearable bull? The BBS as we know him? Sorry. I'm sure no, most of you cannot. Is that BBS out there? I like the BBS. Is that who we're talking about? I don't know. I think this is before your time, the Canvas podcast, when I used to go hot and heavy on the BBS, man. The bearable bullshitter is what we like to call him around here. I mean, it's bearable at best. He talks like Bigfoot. There you go. Well, I can't talk like that, but I wish I could. He sounds like Bigfoot. If Bigfoot had a voice, that's what I picture him talking like. I really think it's Bigfoot in disguise. It'd make more sense, all the bullshit coming out of that department. I digress. Look at me, I'm a big ogre. For God's sake, I haven't cut my hair in 3 years. Who am I to make fun of anybody? Look at this. I traded crypto because they said I'd be able to afford a nice haircut, and I couldn't afford one at all. It's bullshit. Look at this. They said I could afford a nice haircut if I traded crypto. I'll be honest with you. I haven't had crypto hasn't made me any money. I can't even cut my hair anymore. Jesus himself would be proud. Yahweh, are you watching? I didn't think somebody would say that. Said my guy sounds like a deep steamer. I love it. Oh, I'm not shaving anything. Actually, I can't even believe my hair is this long. My mom says it freaks her out because it's like she has another daughter now because my hair is so long. You know, I just must say I'm just very, very, very blessed to have hair like this at 42 because not everybody does. I should keep my hair down more often. What do you think? What if I came on like this more often? Would you listen to me? Do you think? But seriously, David Schwartz, anybody? Anyhow. What do I wish for on this new year? I wish crypto will make me enough to where, get a new style. I think it is the cartoonist. Yeah, it could be. Absolutely, David Schwartz. I swear, it's my uncle. If I said David Schwartz is my uncle, you guys would believe me, right? I swear David Schwartz should be watching this and contacting me, being like, look at it, it's my brother. We're on different sides of the aisle. It is kind of weird, though, having hair this long, I must say, because, like, I was sitting in my chair, and I thought Julie pulled my hair. I'm not even kidding. I sat back, and she was walking by, and I thought she, like, tugged down on the bottom, and it was on the bottom of, like, my ponytail, and it was just that it was so far down my back that when I went forward, I pulled my own hair. They're Tom Schwartz, I know. So can I ask an honest question before everybody leaves? Yes or no, do you think Bitcoin is actually trying to break out here and it's put in a little bit of a double bottom, or do you think this is kind of just a fake out to get us excited here a little bit and then it'll carry on its merry way later? I think it's. I don't think this is a fake out, and I just don't. I need to learn the guitar. I know. It's not my fault I learned to play the drums. I didn't have hair like this when I was a kid. Oh, I didn't have hair like this until I was 39. You know, to think about it, I've never cut my hair in my 40s. Now, that's something cool to think about. Last time I cut my hair was July 7th or 8th of 2023. So I haven't cut my hair since I turned 40. Interesting. Julie, did you know that? Oh, I thought that was Julie. Apparently I'm talking to nobody. Maybe it's the cat. Even XRP. Just like Bitcoin, XRP is still backtested this beautifully. This is just backtested so good right now. Oh, really, we all are in agreement here. Wave 4 up means wave 5's coming farther than we were, which means we're going lower than $1.77 for XRP, which means Bitcoin is probably going sub 80K on the next drop, maybe. But, you know, there's always the chance that we get some kind of invalidation, you know, and we'd say the hell with the 5 waves down. We just invalidated it. We got a bunch of volume, we went up. But, oh no. John, even if this goes up, I fully expect it to come back through your level. Especially if it goes up here. Believe it or not, going up here is going to give us what we need to go down farther. Some people don't like to hear that, but it's true. That's exactly it, MQ. I'm telling you, if we get I just have a play on this market. If we ended up making a move like that for XRP, I would be one very, 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 did I mention very happy person? I think all of you would be as well, because the implications on the rest of the market as well would be awesome. Going sooner is better than later. Yes. You added 900 to the bag. Of what bag? Are you talking about XRP's bag? Or are you talking about something else? I mean, I have a very hard time with XRP buying anything above what I already did in the bear market. But you had to expand on what you're saying. 900 XRP, so I guess the question would be, what's the plan? Is this like a long-term bag? Are you looking to ride this for a swing? Are you looking for a wave 4 that could bring us, you know, anywhere between 15 and best case scenario, like upwards of 60, 70%? Or are you just adding along the way? Are you planning on selling it or just holding it? Like, I would love to know the play. If you're trying, if you're buying this in spot, trying to play a wave 4, I have no problem with it. None whatsoever. If you are buying it with leverage and you're above 4x, I have a problem with it. 3x, 2x, maybe 4x because of where we're at. I feel like 4x might be okay in one of these moments, but don't quote me. That's still just a 25% move down. I'd be more comfortable around the 30, 35%, but 2x preferably. But anything like 4x or lower, I can understand going with that right now. If you're waiting for a wave 4, you better believe it. But I bet your ass right now that this is not going to last. If it does, I'll be the happiest person in the world. But the entirety of my plan right now is to expand the portfolio, bail on the portfolio, and then rebuy the portfolio when we get down to the end of wave 5. That's my plan. And this could be one of those moves where you might be able to move 50% up in your portfolio quickly. And if you don't act properly, lose 65% at the end of it. which means you'll be down 15% from where you started right now, even after a 50% move up. Just consider that and put that in your pipe before you start smoking it, just so you know the reality of it. I feel, oh, I better put my hat back on. I've had it on this whole time until I took my hair out. How's my hair look without my hat? Oh, look at that. I'm like Shane Falco here. Look at that. You know, I should stop wearing the, I should stop wearing the, you know, I should stop wearing the ponytail. You want low leverage. If it fails, I'm out very little. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I actually did buy some Axelar on that drop. Now, I don't know if it's going to hold, but I bought it when it hit that support area. That was what I was waiting. Now, if it comes back down, maybe I'll buy a little bit more. But if it breaks this support structure, I'm not going to hold it through it. But looking for, it's not like it's a crazy amount. Like, it's not like crazy amounts of money, but it's definitely, I was watching the moving average convergence divergence, and it's starting to somewhat like, even though it's showing a little red here in the last couple of hours, it's still seemingly liking like there's more buyers starting to show up to the party. The daily is starting to flip to white, which means that we could be in that serviceable area, especially if we get the buying pressure. Weekly is back testing the trend line, and it's massively oversold. The monthly, forget about it. It's so oversold that you, I mean, shit, you could walk in front of, oh man, it's just so oversold. It's so oversold. You'd be like the equivalent of us walking into like the White House. We'd be so out of place. That's how oversold this is for Axelar. It's the equivalent of us walking in and thinking we're actually going to walk right through the White House front doors. They'd look at us like we're the biggest jack. Hey, I'm XRP Future Millionaire. Let me in. I need to talk to President Trump immediately. They just start laughing. That's kind of how it is with this oversold when it's like, should I be afraid of buying Axelar here? It's like, well, I mean, it's so oversold that if it got any more oversold, it'd be obsolete. Buying, selling, trying to play the market, dangerous. Well, depends your perspective, friend. I don't consider it dangerous. I consider it a way of living through the bear markets, through the bear cycles. It gets boring when all you do is sit there. You gotta have a little bit of fun. It's no fun when you're putting in all the work and then you can't put it to work, so to say. You get what I'm saying, my friend? And yes, it is dangerous. We like to buy low, sell high. Sit and look pretty. Yep. Hey, we sat on it for a few weeks here, and then I said, you know what? This seems to be the right time. And if we picked it out, it was at the pretty bottom of this wave 3, and we didn't shoot our shot when it was up 10% higher, did we? We actually waited for that last move down. I give us a lot of credit for that if this pans out. Even if it doesn't, whatever. We know what we're looking at. We know our support areas. I want to go like look at the long short ratio here. Bitcoin 49.58% going long, 50.42% going short. About 302 million can be taken if we go up rather than down. Not a lot at all. Pretty damn even. Oh shoot, MQT, you asked me to do that liquidity thing for Ethereum. Damn it. I'll go look at it right after this. 50.24% going long, 49.76% going short, 18.67 billion going long, 18.5 billion going short, basically dead even in the last 24 hours, and you can't get any more split than that. 1.27 billion long and short for XRP. Not much. About 1/3 of 1% differential, 50.15% long, 49.85% short. Fractions of a dollar available if it goes up in the last 24 hours, of course. Oh, shit.
For the major end-of-year options expiration this Friday, December 26, 2025, the max paying price for Ethereum is widely reported to be approximately $3,100. Key details for Friday's expiry. This is a massive event, often referred to as the Boxing Day expiry, and it represents a significant portion of the total open interest in the market. Ethereum Max Pain, tilde $3,100. Total notional value, ETH. Roughly $3.8 billion in ETH options are set to expire. Market context. ETH is currently trading around $2,940 to $2,950. Since this is below the max pain level, the pull toward $3,100 suggests that if the theory holds, we could see upward pressure or volatility as market makers adjust their hedges. What max pain means here? In options trading, the max pain price is the strike price where the greatest number of options, both calls and puts, would expire worthless. The theory, option sellers, usually large institutions and market makers, have an incentive to see the price move toward this level to minimize their payouts to option buyers. The reality, while it often acts as a magnet for the price, thin holiday liquidity this week means that actual price movement can be erratic. Some analysts have also noted a large cluster of put options down at the $2,500 level, which serves as a significant support/risk zone if the $3,100 target isn't met. Comparison: Bitcoin, BTC. The context.
So, we should probably see for XRP. I'm actually curious. Although, it would be a little bit different for XRP, noted.
The upcoming XRP options expiry is set for this Friday, December 26, 2025. This is a major event as it coincides with the massive Boxing Day annual expiry for the broader crypto market. XRP options and max pain data. As of December 24, 2025, the key levels for the XRP options market are: max pain price. Historically, XRP's max pain has fluctuated between $1
I don't care about
and 50 cents
historically.
and cut the fluff. Based on today's, December 24, 2025, real-time exchange data and the latest liquidation heat maps for the Friday, December 26th annual expiry, here is exactly where the bodies are buried. 1.
Well, okay.
The kill
thanks for putting it
zones,
so bluntly.
liquidation max pain. Forget the options theory. These are the actual price points where leverage positions get wiped out on the exchanges. Downside danger, $1.72, 1.75. This IS, the high minus density long liquidation zone. IFXRP drops below asterisk 1.80, a cascade of stock market sell orders is triggered. A sweep into the $1.75 area would liquidate the bulk of the 10x and 20x longs that piled in.
And $10 price. That's the bottom line. If we can't get there, it would probably squeeze us back down to $1.75. And then I don't know how much worse it can get because we still have to squeeze back up eventually. So what I'm looking for is it to be above $1.90, end up having that squeeze towards 210, and then that should pull us up probably into the finishing of the wave 4. And maybe, just maybe, like MQ said, it could drag us all the way up to 250 or 60. And most people won't be talking about it like this because most people don't know about it like this. So there's a lot more at play than just, the Elliott wave. It's quite the coincidence that the Elliott wave is trying to line up a wave 4 at this exact moment when we need some upward volatility to get this incredibly. No, it was cutting out for you guys. Let me turn this up. No, it was cutting out. Every time I use Gemini, it'll cut out. So when I use Gemini, you won't be able to hear me when I hit that record. So that's probably why, honestly. Oliver Marks, welcome in and thanks for being in Tom's Army for over 1 year with the I Told You So badge. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Thank you so much for spending some time with us. Appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Let's see. How long have we been live? 45 minutes. Almost done with this live because I got stuff to do, obviously being Christmas Eve. I want to finish helping Julie. I wrapped presents, her presents, and what I had. I know she was wrapping presents for me and then the rest of the kids. But I definitely want to go back and help her. I know I've got to go soon because I'm going to go leave for church. Um, but I mean, I think we've covered a lot of very interesting things in this slide. The biggest thing to watch here, seriously, with Bitcoin, it's so perfectly set up here. If it wants to make this further move out, it very well could. It's set up, it's back tested this area. I'll be interested to see if this actually plays out. Because they don't usually like to leave that maximum pain up there. They really don't. Yeah. When I ask AI, it definitely cuts out MQ. And if you're not looking at the computer when I do it, or looking at your phones or tablets, it's gonna really cut out. And then you're like, well, this sucks. This audio's crap, which it would be. It kind of sucks though that it does that. XRPs, I mean, again, it's still flat. In the last 8 hours, nothing's really changed. Like, I came on here with nothing really changed. Literally, nothing has honestly changed. I can't point to anything besides Linea, which is about 7% higher than when I was on last time. That's about the only difference. Honestly, it's weird. It's a very weird proposition we're in here. Yeah, I look at the 3-month candles. I look at them all the way out into the yearly too. It's just when you look at it on TradingView, you know, as far as for like momentum going out into the 6 month, I mean, it offers a lot, but you can't really see a lot. As far as for TradingView, because I have to go outside. Of the smaller time frame. Like if I go into the 3 and 6 month, it shows a different perspective, but look how big the candles are. You know, we're trying to break it into the micro. Let's see, I'll go down here under this chart because it's easier to see. But you know, you got a lot of data here, but it breaks it down into, it's too small of data. I like it though. I like when you get into the bigger like the bigger time zones. Don't get me wrong. It's just it makes it a little bit harder for the for especially for what we do here to show those micro movements. It's been a nice pull up in the 3 month though. It's just it's not the greatest candle in the 3 monthly. That's why I don't think this has any more topside potential than where it could possibly go to, like what we've been talking about. Based on my fractal theory, I've been short since $1.92. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Just make sure you pay attention to what could happen here, if especially going into the volatility on Friday. I don't hate that. I just want everybody to be cautious one way or the other. That's all. There you go. That's what I like to hear. Move stop loss to break even. And then if it does overrun it, you can always buy it back for a higher up short. It's the best way to look at it. I love it. I love it. Let's see. Yep, be safe, everybody. I'm going to go help Julie on this Christmas Eve. Be blessed, everybody. Thank you all for spending some time with me. I'll be back tomorrow. Who knows? I might even do a short tonight. Who knows? But I will be back tomorrow. Believe it. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do. I don't know what time. But the one thing I do know is when I wake up early in the morning, I'm going to do that short. And then I'll probably be going to church at 10 a.m. So we'll see what happens in between the short in the morning. We don't have the girls until 2 o'clock because they're at their dad's house. And we get them for 2 weeks starting on Christmas at 2 o'clock, which I like better anyhow this year. So we won't be doing any of the Christmas stuff. Like T doesn't care, so he'll do it whenever. So we're just gonna do it when they all get home. So I'm gonna be pretty free in the morning besides when I go to church. So, but yeah. Other than that, be blessed, Clink. I'm glad you got in. However, I'm walking out. Be blessed, everybody, and thank you for being in another 3+ months with the XP Meteor. John says, hold on. Tom, say what? I don't know. But yeah, have a great one. But you know what I want to do before I leave, ladies and gentlemen? When nobody knows what the hell's going on, when everybody's feeling a little bit uneasy, hell, this might even make people run for the exit. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you know what time it is. It's been a while. It's very popular. Some might even be having nightmares about this part of the segment. I've been doing this since we had about 300 subscribers, and they thought I was off my rocker. And they said, you clearly won't do this when you have a lot more subscribers. Well, now I have a lot more subscribers, over 49,000. And ladies and gentlemen, I know what time it is. You know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash and we did and we will and we won't and we can and we will and we won't and we will and we did and we won't and we can and we did and they say we won't but we did and we can't and we will and we won't but we did but we didn't but we did and we will and we won't, we can and we will and we won't. Oh yeah. Stay true. Stay blessed. Remember this, Bitcoin. Biggest Ponzi scheme of them all. Just a matter of time. The rest in peace. Rest in peace. 2032. Be blessed, everybody. You can read into that